Imagine waking up every morning feeling empowered and confident, ready to conquer the day ahead. But then, as you navigate through your daily interactions, you find yourself constantly bending over backward to accommodate everyone else's needs, leaving your own wants and desires neglected in the dust. Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of pleasing others, often at the expense of our own well-being. But what if I told you there's a simple yet profound wisdom that could change the way you approach life? A wisdom that could empower you to break free from the cycle of being soft to everyone and reclaim control of your own happiness. Intrigued? Good, because today we're diving deep into the realm of Zen philosophy to uncover the secret to embracing your inner strength and setting boundaries that serve your highest good. So sit back, relax, and prepare to embark on a journey of self-discovery that will leave you feeling inspired and empowered to live life on your own terms. Welcome to the Zen Zone. You might be wondering why we're here today. Well, let me tell you, it's all about unlocking the power within you. You see, in this fast-paced world, it's easy to lose sight of our own needs and desires as we try to please everyone around us. But what if I told you there's a way to break free from this cycle? That's right. Today, we're delving into the wisdom of Zen philosophy, a treasure trove of insights that can help us stop being too soft on others and start prioritizing our own well-being. Now, you might be thinking, what's Zen got to do with it? Well, hold on to your seat, because Zen is not just about sitting cross-legged and chanting Om. It's a profound philosophy that teaches us about balance, inner strength, and the art of living authentically. And at the heart of Zen lies a powerful message: the importance of setting boundaries and saying no when necessary. So if you're tired of feeling like a doormat, constantly bending over backward for others, then you're in the right place. Today, I'm here to share with you some simple yet profound insights from Zen wisdom that will empower you to stop being overly accommodating and start living life on your own terms. So get ready to awaken your inner strength, embrace your power, and embark on a journey of self-discovery like never before. It's time to step into your true power and reclaim control of your life. The Zen wisdom that will guide us on this journey to self-empowerment. Picture this. When you say yes to others, make sure you are not saying no to yourself. Powerful, isn't it? This simple yet profound quote embodies the essence of setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care in our lives. It's like a gentle reminder to honor our own needs and desires, even as we navigate the complexities of our relationships with others. Imagine for a moment if every time you said yes to someone else, you paused to consider whether it aligns with your own values and priorities. What if you treated your time and energy as precious resources, worthy of protection and preservation? That's the essence of this Zen wisdom. It's about reclaiming ownership of our lives and refusing to sacrifice our well-being for the sake of others' expectations. So often, we fall into the trap of people-pleasing, afraid to disappoint or upset those around us. But in doing so, we neglect ourselves, putting our own happiness and fulfillment on the back burner. And that's where this quote comes in. It serves as a gentle nudge to remind us that it's okay to say no, to set boundaries, and to prioritize our own needs. Because ultimately, true happiness and inner peace can only be found when we learn to honor and respect ourselves first. So as we embark on this journey together, let's keep this Zen wisdom close to our hearts. Let's strive to make choices that align with our own well-being, even if it means saying no to others from time to time. Because when we prioritize self-care and set healthy boundaries, we create space for growth, fulfillment, and authentic connection in our lives. Let's unpack this Zen wisdom a bit more and see how it applies to our lives, especially when it comes to being overly accommodating to others. Think of it like this. Every time we say yes to someone else, we're essentially giving away a piece of ourselves. It's like spreading ourselves too thin, trying to please everyone but forgetting to take care of our own needs. Now let's bring in a real-life example to illustrate this point. Imagine you have a friend who always asks for favors. Maybe it's helping them move, lending them money, or listening to their problems late into the night. And because you're a kind-hearted person, you never hesitate to say yes, even if it means sacrificing your own time and energy. But here's the thing. While it's important to be there for our friends and loved ones, constantly putting their needs ahead of our own can have serious consequences. It can leave us feeling drained, resentful, and ultimately burnt out. And that's where establishing boundaries comes into play. Setting boundaries is like drawing a line in the sand. It's about saying, "This is where I stand, and this is what I need to thrive." It's not about being selfish or uncaring. It's about honoring ourselves and our own well-being. So, going back to our example, setting boundaries might mean politely declining your friend's request for help if you're feeling overwhelmed, or suggesting an alternative way to support them that doesn't compromise your own needs. By establishing boundaries, we create a sense of balance and harmony in our relationships, where both parties feel respected and valued. It's a way of practicing self-love and self-respect, which ultimately allows us to show up as our best selves in all areas of our lives. So, the next time you find yourself tempted to say yes to someone else at the expense of your own well-being, remember this Zen wisdom. When you say yes to others, make sure you are not saying no to yourself. It's a gentle reminder to prioritize self-care and set boundaries that honor your own needs and desires. Now that we understand the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing our own well-being, let's explore some practical tips and strategies to implement this wisdom in our lives. Think of these as tools in your self-care toolbox. Simple yet powerful techniques to help you navigate your relationships with confidence and assertiveness. First up, we have assertive communication. This is all about expressing your needs and boundaries in a clear and respectful manner. Instead of being passive and letting others walk all over you, or being aggressive and bulldozing over others' feelings, assertive communication strikes a balance. It's about speaking up for yourself while still considering the feelings and perspectives of others. One way to practice assertive communication is by using I statements. For example, instead of saying, "You always make me feel guilty when I can't help you," try saying, "I feel overwhelmed when I have too many commitments, and I need to prioritize my own well-being." By expressing your feelings in a non-confrontational way, you're more likely to be heard and respected by others. Another important tool for setting healthy boundaries is self-reflection. This involves taking a step back and examining your own needs, values, and limits. Ask yourself, what are my priorities in life? What makes me feel happy and fulfilled? Where do I need to draw the line to protect my own well-being? Self-reflection can also help you identify any patterns or triggers that may be affecting your ability to set boundaries. For example, you might notice that you have a hard time saying no to certain people or situations because you fear rejection or conflict. Once you're aware of these patterns, you can work on changing them and building healthier habits. Now, here's the kicker. It's okay to prioritize your own well-being and not feel guilty about it. Repeat after me. It's okay to say no. Let that sink in for a moment. You are not obligated to say yes to every request that comes your way. In fact, saying no when necessary is an act of self-care and self-respect. So the next time you feel guilty for putting yourself first, remember that you deserve to prioritize your own needs and happiness. And by doing so, you're not only taking care of yourself, but also setting a positive example for others to follow. So go ahead, embrace your inner strength, and start setting those boundaries with confidence. Let's wrap up our journey with some inspirational stories and quotes that drive home the power of embracing the Zen wisdom we've explored today. These stories and quotes serve as reminders of the transformative impact that setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care can have on our lives. Imagine, for instance, the story of Sarah, who always put others' needs ahead of her own, afraid to disappoint or upset anyone. But as she started implementing the Zen wisdom we've discussed, she noticed a remarkable shift in her life. By saying no when necessary and setting clear boundaries, Sarah found herself feeling more empowered and confident than ever before. She discovered that by honoring her own needs, she was able to show up more fully in her relationships, leading to deeper connections and greater fulfillment. And then there's the timeless wisdom of Lao Tzu, who said, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." This quote encapsulates the essence of embracing change and letting go of old habits that no longer serve us. When we let go of the need to please everyone and instead focus on honoring ourselves, we unlock a world of possibilities. We become more confident in who we are and what we stand for, paving the way for improved relationships, greater inner peace, and a renewed sense of purpose. So why embrace the Zen wisdom we've explored today? Well, the benefits speak for themselves. By setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care, you'll experience increased self-confidence, knowing that you have the power to make choices that serve your highest good. Your relationships will thrive as you communicate your needs openly and honestly, fostering deeper connections built on mutual respect and understanding. And perhaps most importantly, you'll find greater inner peace as you release the burden of trying to please everyone and instead focus on living authentically and in alignment with your true self. So as we bring our journey to a close, remember this: you have the power to create a life filled with joy, fulfillment, and purpose. Embrace the Zen wisdom within you and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. You deserve it, my friend. Embrace it and watch as the magic unfolds. As we come to the end of our journey together, I want to leave you with one final invitation, an invitation to reflect on the wisdom we shared today and take action in your own life. Take a moment to think about how the concepts of setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care resonate with you personally. What areas of your life could use a little more balance and self-love? And what steps can you take to start honoring your own needs and desires? Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, a process of growth and self-discovery. But by taking small, intentional steps each day, you'll gradually move closer to living a life that's in alignment with your truest self. So I encourage you to be gentle with yourself and celebrate every milestone along the way. And if you're hungry for more inspiration and guidance on this journey, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on all our latest videos. As we wrap up our journey together, let's take a moment to recap the key points we've discussed in this video. We've explored the powerful wisdom of Zen philosophy, which teaches us the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care in our lives. We've seen how being overly accommodating to others can lead to self-neglect and hinder our personal growth. But by embracing the Zen wisdom of saying no when necessary and honoring our own needs, we can experience increased self-confidence, improved relationships, and greater inner peace. Now, as you reflect on the insights shared in this video, I want to leave you with a final thought. The power to change your life lies within you. You have the ability to create a life filled with joy, fulfillment, and purpose. It starts by honoring yourself, setting boundaries that serve your highest good, and embracing your truest self. So as you go forth from this video, I encourage you to take action in your own life. Start by identifying areas where you can prioritize self-care and set boundaries that honor your needs and desires. And remember, change is a journey, so be patient and kind to yourself along the way. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Your support means the world to me, and I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to share these insights with you. If you found value in this video, I invite you to share it with others who might benefit from the message. Together, we can inspire and uplift each other as we navigate the ups and downs of life.